Got
There you
it.
go. Hey, Ryan,
No
can we
worries.
do a short practice today?
Yeah. We're gonna do some exercises to improve your breath. So that's
Perfect.
the focus today. Tongue
I'm looking
exercises
forward
make
to
it
that.
like really weird. We'll get weird. What we're gonna do is we're working on tongue posture and then tongue strength and mobility is kind of what today is. So if you have sleep apnea or if you snore at night, this is like the real way to improve your breath while you sleep.
Yeah. Since we're going to the tongue, I got her to get me a washcloth,
Okay.
and if you got one, you're gonna want to do this.
Okay. Whenever we're doing any of this stuff today, breathe slow and just like silently through the nose. So everything today is silent. Before we do the release, I want you to look at your tongue. And so throughout the day, check in on yourself. And when you open your mouth, where is your tongue? Your tongue should be almost suctioned to the top of your roof of your mouth. So yeah, that's perfect. Just like sitting there, tongue is suctioned to the roof of the mouth. That's kind of what we're looking for. And then we're doing that. We're breathing through the nose, and then we're going to go here with that grip. We're going to drive into it. You can actually lie down and do this sometimes too. Try to release any tension through here and allow your fingers to get up into at the base of that jawline down here. And we're going to work our way out. So starting here, you're just going to kind of rest your head into it, and then if you want, you can kind of do a little rotation.
This is
You can
really
even
good, actually.
yeah. You can cross the leg too if you want to kind of add that and pushing up. Do two more. And then we're going to do this way. And we're going to dive in about 2 inches out to the side a little bit, digging up into the base here. And if you want to work around here and find any areas of tension, like within an inch, dig into there. And the same thing. You can kind of get that rotation. Look up and then back down. You can, when you look down, you'll be able to get deeper. And then look up, pushing harder as you go up. One more on each side. Rotate, look up, push harder. One more, and create some traction, pulling the skin, the fascia forward. Cool.
You know, I
And then
naturally
one.
it's not an actual fascial maneuver, but I naturally do that all the time when I do this.
Yeah. I see you do
I
that.
like the double-handed though. That's a big difference because I
Yeah,
always did it
cool.
on one side or the other,
Yeah, I see you do that a lot before breath. I
and
like
this
that one
one
too.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those are awesome. We'll do one more right at the base, right where that notch is
Yeah.
at of the jaw. Okay, or right here, we're gonna dig that in. I like to put my hands on my head like this for a little support. And then this one is pretty brutal for me, but for some people it's different. And then same thing, you can rotate the head a little bit. And as you go up, kind of push. As you come down, try to bring it in. And then up. And one more.
Yeah, actually, I like that. I mean, slight modification of what I do all the time, and I play
Yeah.
around with that. But it, for whatever reason, I don't know why I didn't do that because it makes so much sense. Because when you're doing all these other releases, there's a band that starts to get tight around there because
Mm-hmm.
everything else is loose here and loose there.
Yeah, it's right here. So it's like now if you just do that suction again and open the jaw without the see how far you can open your mouth without the tongue being pulled off the roof of the mouth. So suction up and it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can see if there's a difference and you can even add that to find those areas
Yeah,
and then release it.
I felt the area because I mean, I so much like this. I felt the area of tension. I was just releasing it right there.
Mm,
Because as you go open, you can feel that release, and then you just actually literally open it up.
mm, yeah, that like all those maneuvers, those things, and this. Oh, just an opener. And so doing that before bed, again, if you want better sleep, if you're a mouth breather at night, or if you snore, if you have sleep apnea, all those releases would be really pretty. And combined with these strength movements we're going to do today, it'd be really awesome for you. So um, the movements, I'm going to explain before we go into them what you're going to try to do. So there's a bunch of different weird tongue movements we're going to do today, and they are burners. They're like something like you'll probably be sore tomorrow a little bit, and you'll feel that it's a small muscle, and we're kind of moving a lot, so
Actually,
you'll
do
feel
you
that.
wanna do you wanna do a tongue release
Let's do
beforehand, a new one?
it.
Okay. And by the way, the tongue is the biggest muscle in the neck.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the most powerful muscle in the whole neck. And we don't, because we think about the tongue just being here, but that tongue goes all the way down there. Yeah.
I watched a cadaver
dissection
and they cut it out, pulled it through the front. It was
massive. That was a Colombian necktie.
Yeah.
grab a towel.
Let me see if I got a paper towel, but yeah.
Colombian necktie. It's like, let's do it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, and you can do this a couple different ways, but what we're going to do is we're going to put our tongue out. I'm going to grab it. Then we're going to pull it up. And as I do that, I'm going to turn it each way. And you can squat. It even helps it more. It's going to burn. It's going to hurt.
I like the sound effects. giving yourself that Colombian necktie.
Oh. Woo. Now, hold on. That one actually makes you high. Give it a second.
That one is intense. Yeah. That one is really intense.
Yeah. So that one makes you feel. Oh, I'm starting to feel it right now. High and loopy and getting chills. Yeah, that one. If you don't have, if you're a drug addict and you don't have your local fix, just take your tongue and pull it. So what most people will feel is a release down here, right below the thoracic 1, 2, and 3, which is almost impossible to get. It's the hardest one for chiropractors to get. It's the one that wraps around. That's where you see if you feel it there.
It was really strong for me to even get past through in there. So that's where I felt it majority
also feel
for me.
It down in here. It's like something pulled and released in here.
Yeah. I like that one though.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely add that one to it.
Okay, cool.
Definitely add that.
Okay, next one.
Okay, so we're kind of just going to get into the exercises. So what we're doing, a big part of this is you should be able to expand soft palate a little bit. So modern world with soft foods and bad posture and all this other stuff, where our nasal passages are kind of closing in, our mouth and our structure of our jaw is just starting to shrink and get. That's why we have malocclusion and crowded teeth and all that kind of stuff, is because there's just not space within there, and that closes this all up too. So
I know it. I've been working it out, but the thing is that my jaw is unstable now. And by the way, there's a little hole in the palate right there, and that fascially connects to the ring right around here. You can push into that.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that one too.
Okay, cool.
We can actually start with that. So this one's the first. We'll do the first exercise. It's actually going to use your tongue, where you're going to find that point. It's called what is it called? I forgot what it's called.
I don't even remember anymore. I stopped remembering muscles and bones.
It's got an anatomy term. It's got its own thing. But yeah, it is a notch there. So if you feel with your tongue, you'll feel that, and then you're going to push into it, and you're going to open your mouth as wide as possible. With your tongue. So it won't be an actual release. This is a strength. This is more of a strength movement. And we're going to hold for 30 seconds. So I want to see if we can all get through it together. Okay. So tongue on the tip of the tongue right there, pushing hard into it, and now open as wide as possible. Keeping pressure in the front. That's 10 seconds. Wide as you can open that jaw. Look how weird we are. Keeping it as wide open and open that mouth as much as possible. 5 more seconds. And come out. Okay. So that's the first one. It's called like tongue to point. It's a real basic name, basically. It's a point right there. You're trying to put that on there. The next one is we're going to do a lip tracing. This one burns. So you're going to go around the lips inside the mouth and then around the lips the other way. Then we're going to do 30 repetitions. I'll count them out, but it looks like this. You'll close your mouth and you'll breathe quietly and slowly through the nose as you do it mouth closed.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These will start to burn. 12,
Mm-hmm.
13, 14,
Mm.
15,
Mm.
16,
Mm.
17,
Mm.
18,
Mm.
19, 20, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really reaching that round as much as you can get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Shake it off.
Woo! My
Yeah.
gosh. You know,
Yeah.
when we do the first 10, I'm like, burning, no problem. Then
No,
we get to
no
about
way.
15, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, okay. I
Yeah.
supposed to.
These are
feel a lot of.
sneaky. Oh my God.
Okay,
They're burning.
so basically, when you move this, you move the fascia here.
Mm.
And that's part of the trick. If you've got a tight mouth, you actually loosen the fascia right here on the base of the skull. So I feel the fascia on the base of the skull grabbing.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah. It's like, it's a little bit weak. I mean, it's most people, it's weak. You know, for when I start doing these things, like I would do sets of it, just like any strength training thing. I would do a set of this for 30. And then next, well, I would start with the first 30 seconds, then 30 repetitions. And the next one we're going to do skinny tongue, fat tongue, what we call it. Basically, the skinny tongue, you want to open your mouth, stick your tongue out as far as you can straight without it touching the teeth or the lips. You want to keep it out, and we're going to hold for 10, pushing as far as you can out. You can even put your finger here for distance. And then bring the tongue back in, and then go fat tongue, like that. So just basically relax tongue out. Fat as you can make it, just relaxed. And now we're going to do repetition. So it looks like this. It goes skinny tongue.
Oh, yeah. This is going to get me.
Okay. So let's go 30.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Told you we get weird today.
Yeah.
All
It's weird.
And skinny tongue, back in, out, fat tongue. And go. 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So push harder on that top one. Ten more. Try to push like you're trying to push straight out, not trying to touch. And then flat. And try to stick it out. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Nice. Anybody tuning in right now, like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Hey, what are you guys doing, man? That looks weird.
Much.
Oh, I can feel that. You know, it's funny because I know so much about the human body and the movement, and these are just things that I haven't done.
Yeah,
I mean, I had honestly, right? I mean, I've done portions of these, but I've never done it like with intent.
There's so much untouched. You know, that's the beauty of it. Is there's so much to learn still.
It's like I sometimes wonder, so how do you learn more? Like, how do you experience more? Because I've done everything, it seems like, but that's new.
Mm-hmm. Right, it's awesome. So okay, so we just did three movements. So then you would go back to the top, and we'll do that again there, and then we'll do 30, and then we'll do skinny tongue, fat tongue.
30 the other way now.
Yeah. So we'll start with this one again. I want you to try instead of the point, we're actually gonna do suctioned on. So like you're doing this, but you're gonna keep it up there. So tongue is on the back, behind the teeth, touching the teeth, but not pushing on them. So it shouldn't be push. It should be suction, like. And now open as wide as it can, and we're gonna try for 30 seconds. Okay. So we'll
hold it open.
Suck it onto there.
Hold it open for 30 seconds.
That's it.
Okay.
So open, suction to the top of the mouth. This one will get burny. This was a little tough. You're trying to really find that max range motion. You should feel it pulling. 10 seconds. Big flat tongue from like around the base of the whole soft palate. 5 seconds. Good. Come down out of that. Shake it off. Tonguer size here. So let's go. We'll go right into the 30 lip trace.
30. I did this way, so
yeah, you can do like I go like this. I go like a back and forth. You can also just go in crazy directions. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Ready, set, and let's go. Ten seconds. Down. Ten seconds left. 5. Beautiful. That one burns. Shake it off. And again, if you start feeling between sets, you kind of just do your little resets here. Do these ones.
Actually, it feels really
maneuvers.
good.
Feels great.
Really good. Actually, the tenor of my voice has changed.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear it. I've got way more upper register.
For sure. I mean, that makes total sense. It makes total sense. All right, last one is we're just going to do hold, the skinny tongue hold. So just stick out without touching the teeth or the lips. As far as you can, as skinny as you can make your tongue. Pull it together. "15 seconds left. Pushing as hard as you can. Relaxing the jaw open. 10 seconds. And relax.
4 minutes.
How's it feel?
It feels really good, Ashley. Actually, it feels very stabilizing around my neck, around the upper cervical fascia, in around there, around the hyoid bone. The hyoid is there's only 5 floating bones in the body. The scapula is the patella, and the hyoid. Scapulas are front backwards, but the hyoid's left to right. And right there, I feel significantly more balanced between my right and left side right now.
That's a cool observation there. Yeah, it makes sense because it's structural the way we're our jaw and all that. So stuff like chewing is that'll help build all this stuff, but also like being aware that most of us have a right side left side dominant where we chew and we have imbalances.
I had the teeth
jaw
pulled out. That's why my face torqued.
Yeah, I bet. So you chew on one side, I imagine, right?
I'm not putting metal or anything back in my mouth. I don't believe in that now. I mean, I'm going through my own teeth issue, as you know, and I'm letting my teeth do what they're going to do. I mean, I was talking about this the other day. It's like, when else in my history would I ever have the chance to experience what I'm doing? Because I will never let this happen again.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what life is. That's how we learn, and that's why we go on the paths that we go on to. Because of those things.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody tells you have to do one thing, and I'm like, something tells me I have another option. And by the way, they have a new drug in Japan that regrows your teeth, and it's a clinical drug.
Oh, I did.
It's
see that. I saw that.
Yeah, and I mean, if you could do it with a drug, you can do it because it's just activating something in the body. I'm like, now my brain is really running. I'm doing all the research right now.
I remember you saying that when I was in Mexico, talking about that with your teeth.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
They're actually doing clinical trials on it right now.
Really? Yeah, I did see. Yeah. I saw an article about it actually, and I was like, I thought about you.
Yeah.
And so, remember you talking about it.
If you could do it with a drug, you can do it with something natural.
I know.
If you can do it with a drug and natural, you can do it without both of them.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool. So that routine is what I would use, like for general. It's a muscle that we neglect, like anything else. It's just like training your eyes, that kind of stuff. Like we don't do that much. We're like training your breath. We don't do it that much because we do it.
I'm going to be doing a whole eye training one soon too.
Cool. Cool. I love that.
My face is, as soon as my body shifted, then I'm going to refocus these, because these are just reading glasses. They're not. I do not believe in giving one this and one that, because that makes your whole body then out of balance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. So that's another tool, but this will help so much with breathing. So we talk about mouth tape a lot. Mouth tape is an okay crutch. So look at it as something you can use, but people use that religiously instead of actually using their own body.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. It's okay to do it to get your body shock it into something.
Yeah.
Do it once out of every 7 nights or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, your body becomes dependent upon that. Exactly. And the compensations it uses to do that are deleterious. I mean, they're horrible for the body.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to be nose breathing at night, but we want to be doing it naturally. And now this is a way to get the tongue, that position throughout the day. Tongue should be suctioned to the top of to the roof of the mouth, and that position is what you'll sleep with. Once you start being aware of that, and when you sleep like that, you will naturally breathe through the nose so much better, and then you'll start to open soft palate a little bit too, which will allow more air to get in. So these exercises are really important if you have any of those issues, if your mouth breathe, that kind of stuff. If you don't want to mouth tape, or if you can't mouth tape, some people don't do well with it. So, I would recommend these to almost every person.
Ryan, this is awesome. I mean, this is really, really good. We're going to put this one up on our YouTube, because this is such an awesome series of exercises.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I'd love to get it. Maybe we'll do another, when we have more time, we'll do like a full version, because I have like 6, 7 exercises that
let's do them all. Let's do them all. Put them up on a sequence, because what we're doing is we're taking these interesting lives like this, we're putting them up on our YouTube, but also on our website. We're starting to draw people back there, because we have so much content. It's hard for people to find. So this is the kind that we want to highlight and focus.
Yeah, I'll put a reel up too. So we'll get it. Yeah, we'll get all that information for people to get it. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad we could get on a little bit today.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you for being flexible. And okay, buddy. Take care.
Okay.
Good one.
See you.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Bye.